season of Nashville.
Yeah.
And it's such a special show for you, I guess, with all the singing and everything. And Juliette is such an interesting and very layered character. And I feel that she's really troubled as well, and especially when it comes to men. So she's always drawn to the wrong kind of men. What kind of men does she need? What do you think?
Oh, what kind of man does she need? Right now, I don't know that she needs a man. And if she does need one, he needs to have, I don't think he should be involved in the industry. She's had a bad run of it. Not sure. We'll see. But it's also, interesting. It's very interesting, and she's the definite sexual predator of the show. So, who knows? Maybe she needs to date a politician or something. Someone to get her straight.
And I know that you do all the singing as well in the show. And I'm wondering, do you think of the songs as your songs, or is it Juliette's music? Because you've recorded before.
It's kind of in between. There are some songs that I feel are very Juliette, and there are some songs that I'm just absolutely in love with. There's a song called Consider Me, and there's a song called Nothing in This World Will Ever Break My Heart Again. And trying to think of the other ones. There's some great songs on there that I feel like are very me, that I very much understand, and that if I put out an album, those would be the kind of songs that would be on it. But then there are other songs that are very Juliette, but Juliette also makes this great character change and arc throughout the show, where she goes, and you see that change within her music and the songs that she sings, where she kind of starts breaking this cookie cutter mold that she's been put into, and stops being puppeted, and takes a chance with some really heartfelt songs.
And Juliette seems to have a strong need to prove herself because she's so young and in the industry. And you, in your career, have you ever encountered situations where you felt you had a disadvantage because of your age?
Oh yeah, my whole life, I think, up until recently, I've always felt that, and I'm sure that I will continue to feel it after this. But yeah, especially being female and being young in this industry is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. It's and to find roles and characters that are interesting while you're young is very difficult. But when you're young, you're definitely treated differently.
Do you have a specific situation in mind?
I have so many situations in mind, I could not even begin to give you the list. But it's very difficult being a child actor, and I have a lot of respect for child actors. I'm no longer one, but when I do work with them, I always, if they handle themselves well, I always, my hat's off to them, because people don't quite understand what they have to go through. They're going to school, they're working these hours, and then in their 20-minute breaks, they're going into school, so they're crying 1 second about their father dying in a scene, and then the next second they're like, okay, 20 minutes of algebra, and then come back. And you are treated like you don't know what you're doing.
And if you had children and they would be like, can I become an actor, what would you tell them?
I would tell them if they had a passion for it, then absolutely, but there's no reason why they can't do community theater, why they can't be involved in it in a different way out of the public eye, because if you truly love just the craft of acting, then it shouldn't matter.
And I know that our fans here in Germany are very happy that you're more often here now, and I saw that recently you've been to Mannheim to watch a fight, and I was just wondering, what's it like to see your boyfriend fight like that?
I've dealt with it for a long time, and as he says, it's kind of, he relates it to acting. It's getting into a character, and because he's a very kind human being, very kind. You wouldn't think that he would hurt a fly. So he has to get into this mental zone, and I do too. And I realize that no matter how much I worry or how much anxiety I have, that none of that is going to change what's going to happen in that ring, and that he goes in there and I have full faith in him, and that he'll take care of business and he'll do his job. And I got very lucky that he happens to be very good at it.